Welcome back to Anno 2205, where we're playing with the Taludas mod New Frontier, which is unlocking Mars over here. We haven't gotten to Mars yet, but we're really close, because look at this, we have access to the temperate region, to the tundra, to the Arctic, to the moon, and even in the last episode we started the orbital station, or we unlocked it. We haven't actually started building it a lot. First, today we wanted to focus on both the moon and the Arctic. We're going to try to get in the Arctic to the last tier of population, the genuses, and on the moon we also want to reach 3,000 officers so that we can start the fusion power cells and build our first fusion reactor. So there's a lot here. As promised, I have done a bit of progress since the end of the last episode, so let me show you this, but there's definitely still more to be done. So if we go into the Arctic over here, you will see that the population has increased. We have a lot more there, and we also have a second sort of population hub over here. This is mainly linked to the fact that, remember, you need to have heat to put your people, and therefore it's not like you can put them anywhere you want. But yeah, we have quite a few more. As you can see, these are even scientists, right? The second tier of population. And I have upgraded, most of the productions. Like I'm giving more sushis, more drinks, like we're bringing 15 now. I've also increased all of the productions, like food, the neuro implants, and the vita pills. So you see the neuro implants, for example, it's quite a bit over here. We have food here, there, and there, so quite a lot, with more electricity, etc. So some great progress there. This, though, has started to, deplete the resource, let's say, of this map. There is no more space for more mines. You can see this mine over here is full. This mine here is also full, and the two mines there. So let me just triple check I didn't forget any. But no, there's nothing on this side, nothing there. No, I didn't forget any mines. So there is no more mining places on this island. And similarly for the coastal ones, let me show you that one in a second. But, we have started over here another fishing. We've started over here another coal. This one can still be expanded, but there's basically no other spaces. So we're going to have to start expanding on other islands, right? So I brought my vehicles over here, and as you can see, to be able to claim, we will be able to claim quite soon. We basically need just a bit more credit, because I've been spending so much money building new things that I'm a bit low on credits. But when we get, to 150,000 over here, we'll be able to claim this site. It will cost also a bit of petroleum and metal form, but we have many. And as you can see, this will give us access, to a new mine here, to some new coastal, some mines there. So that's going to be pretty good and enable us to continue expanding. In particular, one resource that I do need is this one, the molybdenum. This one is in negative, that's the only one. We have also started to make some new productions there. We have the methane ice and the deuterium. The methane ice is this one here. Look at this pretty cool animation. It's underwater mining. So this is at full, right? I've already put 3 production modules on top of the base one. So that's producing this one, 24 per minute. And then next to it over here, we have the deuterium. Completely different one, right? We're burning basically the water to make some of these. And yeah, I've put also, as I said, all the production modules, so it's costing money for sure, right? Well, we're talking about a lot of money for each of those buildings, electricity, etc. But that's going to enable us to move to the next stage. Because now that we're producing the deuterium in the Arctic region, we can create a transfer route to the crater, right, for that. This is going to enable us to produce the fusion power cell soon. On the other hand, to be able here to make, those thermal shell tailors, which will be necessary, for my people here, my scientists, to bring them to the next level, we actually need the fusion power cells. We don't really have a choice. We need to do that first. So let's go to the moon. No, let's start first the transfer route. Sorry, my bad. So we are starting in the Arctic. We send the deuterium. And again, we haven't been able yet to upgrade this because we need fusion to upgrade this one. So we need to first send it to Wildwater Bay and then there. So it definitely costs more money, but we don't really have a choice. And then we're gonna do the same. So we take the deuterium, we start it over here, and then we send it to the crater. Okay, so it is one more done. So let's go back now, to the crater. In the crater, we're gonna need to attract a lot more officers. So I'm gonna need to expand the crater, both probably in this one, but maybe we can also, take over that one here. It is going to cost us some money to expand, but let me do this and I'll see you, I guess for you it's gonna be in a second with the power of editing, for me in a couple of minutes. But before we really expand the moon, I did want to show you how do you actually make money. The reality is you make a lot of money in the temperate region. This is where, the production are not that expensive, the income from your people is very high. On the other hand, you're gonna lose money in the Arctic and on the moon. So to be able to develop more in the Arctic and on the moon, I have just made a small expansion of Wildwater Bay, and you saw that we jumped from less than 10,000 credit to more than 30,000 in terms of our balance. So that's really a good boost. Again, in terms of detail, how is basically, we used to have all of these houses level 1, I have added these ones here, and we have started to upgrade a couple to level 2 and level 3. So actually not that much, more in terms of population and especially in terms of production. The reality is in terms of production, especially because mostly I've kept to level 1 right now, I had to put over here 2 water deposits, and we now have quite a bit of positive, but we have enough. I've had to add 1 rice here, and I've had to add a single vitamin condenser even without modules. That's the only sort of maintenance I've had to add. So 150 over here, 92 there, and we're talking about 200 times 2. So less than 1,000, in terms of maintenance, but in terms, and a couple of maintenance also for these buildings, sorry, the community ones. But as you can see, actually I've put way too many, so we could delete some too. And my money therefore has increased by a lot. So now we have enough, to get a new one in the Arctic and to expand also on the moon. Let's go, let's go. It is, ladies and gents, a couple of minutes later, and we have made some good progress. We have actually reached the 3,000 officer in the lunar region, and with this, we've been able to create a first fusion power cell. So let me show you quickly. Obviously the base has been expanded over here. It's mostly a grid with a couple of generators here and there, like here. Another one here. We have a couple of maintenance buildings spread apart to make sure that there is both the services but also the urbanization. All right, we still have in the middle our engineering institute, which is great, and we have upgraded, of course, many of our officers. Now we're giving them a lot of things, right? We're giving them oxygen. This is this building over here. We had to upgrade it, of course. Right? It is taking both the aluminium and the moon ice. This is over here, the moon ice, so that's fine. Then we need to give them sustenance pack, rejuvenator, and vit pills. So sustenance pack and vit pill are coming from the Arctic, which I had to definitely continue to upgrade, like more of those productions, and then rejuvenators from our temperate region. And then lastly over here, we have started to also give luxury food. You may remember we started to make luxury food in the temperate region out of meat basically and wine. And we, expanded that production to be able to send it over here. With this, we unlocked a lot of new productions over here. We have, the helium-3 and the fusion power plant. So this is what I've been doing over there. You can see here a lunar, no, sorry. You can see over here the collector for the helium-3, right now just one, that's enough. And next to it, a fusion preparation plant. So it's gonna take this helium and the deuterium I showed you earlier in the episode from the Arctic to make some of those fusion power cells. Only 5, but it's better than nothing. And obviously we're gonna be able to expand it in the future, but it costs also quite a bit, right? So we have to keep that in mind. With these fusion power cells, I think we can finally Why can... Oh no, we need 5,000 officers. Wow. Okay, I would love to be able to do that one soon. But okay, now we want to get 3,000 geniuses, right, in the Arctic. That's our next element. So to be able to do this, we're gonna need to start sending some of this fusion reactor to the Arctic. But again, you know, because we haven't upgraded yet, transport, we can't go directly, we will need to go through there. And it's starting to cost a lot, you know, each of these is 1,500 plus each of these I think is at least 250. So I think what we're gonna do is, let me try to continue expanding this even further to get, you know, to the 5,000 that's needed over here, because we definitely have now the fusion power cells. When I expand this a bit further, and I think at the same time, you know, I'm going to also continue expanding on the other regions. Two other things I wanted to do in this episode before we conclude is, one, we should be able to finish over here, yes, the second sector project. We have done 7 steps out of 7. Most of them I done offline, you know, it was things like finding things, tracking, getting some resources, nothing extraordinary. So let's detonate and open a second route for logistics, right? And so with this, we will gain again, I think it is 100 of logistics for all of my islands, which is definitely great. Perfect, let's check it out. You know, if you look at this island here, yeah, we have 100 of logistic again on top. That's great. Let me take all of this. And then the second is, if you look at the spaceport, we can actually get it to the next level. It requires super alloys, we definitely have that. It's gonna take a minute. Let's do it. It may actually take, no, I think it will be fine, because it requires 26. I think we're only making 20, but we have so much reserves that we should be fine. So let's give it a minute, as I said, to get there. And oh, and we need also how much? It does 20 petrochemicals. We have that. That's not a problem. And then the next stage will be the fusion power cells, right? Not there yet. On top of this, gonna require 5,000 geniuses. So it's even more than what we need for this mission, but still some good progress there. So it is, ladies and gents, we have 5,031 officer, and you know, I am providing everything they need. Look at this: oxygen 28 for 27 consumption. Food sustenance pack, this is a huge one. I'm importing 50 and they are consuming 47. Similarly with, no, sorry, the wrong one. Similarly here for the Vita pills, right? They need 21. I'm producing 25, so all good there. What else? Oh, important one, construction bot. I was a bit surprised why they were needed construction bot. Basically, as I was expanding, I needed more and more. We need 36 right now, so I have to import 40. And the reason we need some is this building over here, the maintenance station. They actually need construction bot to work. And you need those buildings, you know, for both the services, but also for the immunization. So yeah, that's a big one. Then we have the rejuvenators, 25, right? And lastly, we have the luxury food. They need 14. So I had to expand, you know, the production in the both the Arctic and the temperate region, but we got there. Unfortunately, when I click now on this one, it still seems blocked. I guess it's blocked by the mission. You know, it was gonna get unlocked very soon. But I think we have made a lot of great progress. We have, in particular, as I was saying, started to make some fusion cells, so we can start sending those fusion cells to the Arctic. It's gonna take us 2 routes instead of 1, but still, let's do it. So lunar, let's go fusion cells from here to there, all right, 5, costing 1,500, and then similarly again, we do the same from Wildwater Bay to here, and we're gonna send 5. And with this, we're gonna start to make some of these parkas. They have a strange name. So this is the night, by the way. Wow, pretty dark. And as you can see, continue to expand my productions over here and over there. But yeah, we have this building here where we need fusion cells. Perfect, we started to make some, and we need flax fiber. Now there is a change with the mod, which is that you can't make flax fiber anywhere except in this Vanilla planes. So we're gonna have to expand now the Vanilla planes to make some of the fiber, send it there so that we can get the fibers and start making some genesis. I also want in the next episode to start expanding our research in the orbital station so we can do some research in the Nexus. So I hope you're excited with this. I'm really proud of how our crater, no VCOV crater population has increased in this episode. I know it was a lot of cuts, but hopefully this way you really can focus on the main parts. Do tell me in the comments below, if you have any questions about what I've done, any problems you're facing in your own Let's Play. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Smash like button. Thank you for watching.